Hey, good morning, fellow Americans. Patriots out there, you guys watching. I thought it'd be a day to celebrate. I'll tell you why in just a second. I just purchased a Steyr AUG, specifically the A3, which is the NATO stock version. What I wanted was something where I could use my Steyr magazines and be able to keep all the magazines that I already have for AR-15 and still use them. So I figured if I'm gonna buy another AR-15, it's not gonna be an AR platform, and I always wanted this Steyr AUG. I remember growing up with the movies with Bruce Willis and whatnot, and you had the tall German guy with the AUG, you know, the bad guy or whatnot, and it was the first time anybody had really seen the rifle unless they'd probably worked with it, and I found it completely amazing. Its looks, space age, the ergonomics, absolutely fell in love off the bat. So what I want to do is enjoy some of this whiskey here and unbox the rifle for you guys so you guys can take a look. I also have a few parts that I'm not going to install on the video, but these parts will go on the rifle, and I will make another video just for the installation and review of the optics and parts that I will add. Okay, so let's take a look at what's in the box. Let's see here. Okay. Looks like we have a pretty standard cardboard box. I guess I was probably expecting a hard case, but no problem. I actually have a hard case just for this rifle already. Okay, so let's see if we can't remove this here and pull this baby out. Now, I know these guys probably cleared it and everything, but I'm pretty much a stickler for safety, so I will clear the weapon just a second. So the safety was off. I don't like to take chances, so just go ahead and rack and in fact ensure that it is safe. Okay. Now, first thing I notice is that people always like to complain about the trigger. Okay. Let me just say, it ain't the best trigger in the world. But grow up, guys. Get out there, get behind your weapon system, practice, 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 and then the next thing you know, you're gonna be doing just as good as with your CMC on your AR-15. I've learned in life that it doesn't matter what weapon system I land on. As long as I take the time to learn, to embed the fundamentals, muscle memory, all that good stuff, there's gonna be no problem. So if you ever wanted a Steyr AUG, just know that they do make it with the AR-15 magazine capability. Normally you have your proprietary magazines, and they're quite expensive. They're about 45 bucks a piece. So I really wouldn't recommend getting that unless you really want to spend money just on magazines specifically for this rifle. Okay, so what I did here was I converted this rifle to be California safe. Although I am in Oregon right now, I do work in California, and so I have this just in case I got to go through state lines, and I can avoid all the red tape and not be arrested for a felony, for something that should in fact be an inalienable right. Okay. I have a pyro muzzle brake on there from Dead Air. So as soon as I get my suppressor in Oregon. It's going back on there. Okay. Under there, there's a flash suppressor, so you can run this with a muzzle brake. And if you remove it, it's a flash hider under there. Okay. Now, why AUG? Like I said, it's very cool. And another thing that people really don't discuss is the fact that, you know, you might go through your AR-15, you got a bump stock, maybe just go out quite a bit and you pop off rounds. So what's going to happen is you're going to wear your barrel. And if it's your main rifle, this is going to be my main AR-15 5.56x45 rifle. What's going to happen is you'll notice that when you do wear your rifle down, sorry guys, I'm going to take a quick drink. When you do get your rifle, you will realize that, just a second guys. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just taking a toast to my Austrian beauty right here. So, basically guys, we do know that the barrel is removable. Quick change barrel, kind of like your MG42 and other, I want to say, Germanic weapons. Although this weapon is Austrian, I consider Austria, Hungary, and Germany to basically be almost the same people. Similar engineering skill. AUG actually stands for Army Universale Gewehr, which in German loosely translates to Universal Army Rifle or Army's Universal Rifle. Now, back to the barrel. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this here, see if I can do that with the phone in my hand. Please excuse the shakiness, guys. I will get a stand later and a GoPro, I promise. Okay, just a sec. So to lock back, to remove the barrel, you lock back the charging handle. You move this piece here. Oops, lost the phone. No worries. Okay. So this is kind of what it looks like after. Your AUG barrel will normally look a bit different, but I had to get it converted to overall length 39 inches to become a featureless rifle in California, okay? So, why don't I just get a LWRC, or why don't I just get a Daniel Defense, something, you know, other than an AUG? Well, I'll tell you why. Overall length, magazine, I can use my Stenags, but the barrel, I can wear this thing out to oblivion completely. By the way, it's going to take quite a while. I think they're fully auto rated barrels as well, so you can do some bump firing and all that, and you won't have any problems. Or you get your fully auto trigger online, and you do all that, and it's going to be running just fine. Okay. But what happens when you run out of your rifling and your barrel just gets chipped and destroyed? Well, with the AUG, you can actually just buy a brand new barrel and put that puppy right back in there, and essentially what you have is a brand new rifle, which I find fascinating. I always enjoyed the feel of this rifle, how lightweight it actually is. I think it's lighter than most of my AR-15s. With this 20-inch barrel and muzzle device at the end, it's still lighter. This thing is very accurate. Online, I've seen some forum people say that it's only good out to 400, 500 meters. This thing is actually, I bought one before, and this thing actually is good out to 800 meters. Of course, you're gonna want to have to get some more heavier grained ammunition if you're gonna shoot that far. Maybe some 77 grain, you know, some Match Kings, whatnot. But I mean, this thing is fully capable of mid-range. I'd say 700-800 is area fire, but still, nonetheless, This thing will compete with any AR-15 in 5.56. The piston system makes it a lot more reliable. Don't crucify me, guys. I know that you can tune your AR-15 or you can buy a piston AR-15 and it'll be running just fine. It'll keep up. But this thing here, just out the box, you're never gonna run into any problems. And this is also from my past experience with the rifle. Let's see what's going on. Well, first let's put this barrel back on, guys. Now, to put the barrel back on, it's kind of the same procedure. These locking lugs are actually very, very thick. Look at that. Your zero will not change, by the way, guys. Don't ask me how. The way this thing was made to remain accurate. Even if you snap on a brand new barrel, like so. There you go. And our weapon is basically reassembled. So it only takes a second or two. Don't worry, guys, I'll put some Alan Jackson next time. Right now I'm just feeling some trap. But no worries. Let's go to the optics I chose to put on here. Well, first of all, this is a deflector. If you shoot this right-handed, you're gonna have some cases in your mouth. By the end of the day, you're gonna look like a damn chipmunk. You don't want that, believe me. So, Corvus Defensio, they're a company from Europe, and they're great. I think they're from Austria. And what they have a bunch of aftermarket stuff for your AUG, okay? Real good stuff. Okay, so for the optic, I chose a 4-power Trigicon ACOG with the red chevron. I don't know if you can see that. I'm doing my best, but I just kind of want to show you what my point of aim will look like later on. Okay, guys, so I just want you to kind of take a look. Just so, you know, I got the color that matches my rifle. I wanted to, you know, just match it up. Another thing I want to show you is I actually added a rail. Just one second, guys. I'm going to take... don't call my doctor or my wife, but I'm going to take another drink. And the drink here, I dedicated to all the troops. I want to dedicate this, all the ones we've fallen, all those who didn't bend the knee during the games, everyone we lost in all the wars and everything back to 9/11, even the USS Liberty, which if you don't know about that, you need to look it up. The USS Liberty attack. Nonetheless, this next drink goes out to our troops that make the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your service. Now, back to the rifle. I'm out here sitting down on the ground. I want to show you something, guys. I think that's my brother knocking on the door. No worries. Just a second. So, I couldn't get the proper eye relief with my ACOG on my other AUG. So what I did was I purchased the long rail. It's on the Steyr website. They didn't have the standard Picatinny, but they had an updated version of the Picatinny. And I slapped that thing on there. Oh, wow, looks like someone brought me breakfast. Thank you. And so, with that rail, I should get perfect eye relief. Thank you guys for watching. Whoever thumbed up to, I really appreciate that, you guys. In RMR, of course, I'm going to set that right on top of this puppy. And here's the method of retention for that. And just so you guys, for you guys that do like Kalashnikov, this is my RPK. It's kind of like my daily baby for contracting and private security. Okay. I do want to switch to something lighter, which is why I've been looking at this girl, and that's why I have her now. And so have some parts in here in this box. It looks like it's what they added to my rifle. Okay. I just wanted to make a quick review. I didn't want to take too much of you guys' time. I just wanted to make sure you got to see the rifle, see what I did differently, and take a look, see if it's something you guys might want in the future. If you do like your 5.56, I know you do. This is definitely something different, something that, you know, stands out. You can't go wrong with this. If you do go with an AUG, I guarantee you're gonna love this thing, and it's something you can probably pass down for 3-4 generations, and it's gonna be working perfectly. Other than that, guys, I think we're done. I thank you for your time. Give that thumbs up and a button a click. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll be back with videos on zeroing this thing and actually installing the optics onto the weapon system. Alright, so for now, I just want to say thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, God bless, and as always, Molon Labe, out.